So, why shouldn't refugees be able to live in flat shares or houses or private housing situations instead of camps? This is the main question we ask ourselves. In November, this was too fast.
Okay, so what we do criticize is the inhuman living conditions from mass accommodation, and this led also to our initiative, which was founded in November 2014, and it all started with our private initiative because we had a spare room, and then a refugee moved in when I was in Cairo.
Because there are, of course, as all of you know, many problems in the mass accommodations, especially in the first 3 to 6 months in Germany. When you arrive there, you have to stay like in really huge rooms and like sporting halls or something like this, to stay with hundreds of people, share your bathroom with hundreds of people. The families don't have privacy at all, and yes, that's a big problem.
What we also criticize is that there is no possibility at all for participation, so the people are excluded from the social life. They can't get in contact with the locals, they have to stay far outside of the city centers and can't get in contact with them and can't exchange ideas and participate in the social life.
And in the long term, and I think this is totally interesting for this event and migration in the long term, it's of course never a good possibility to put people together with the same problematical background, like when you're fleeing, when you have to leave your country and living as a refugee anywhere, to put all these people together and to make the problems bigger.
Mass accommodations are also very often a target for right-wing terrorism. This happens a lot in Germany, but as well in other countries, because these houses, these mass accommodations, are very easy to target, and there are sometimes even deadly attacks. And this is also a very big problem, not only in Europe.
Yeah. Now we go to the happy life, to the colored pictures, and talk about how it all began. So this is Bakary, what you see on the picture, and Mareike and me. So this was our flat sharing community. So we lived together for 6 months, and he's from Mali, and nowadays he's a really good friend of us, and that was the beginning of the project.
Yeah, how it works, it's just a platform, an internet website where you can register if you have a spare room, but where you can also register if you're a refugee looking for a room. So we try to match these two parties, and it's more or less a digital way of bringing people together, and
Yeah, and this is the result, I would say. So this is Bakary again, how I said, a good friend nowadays. And we think that this living together on an eye level in a flat share brings you the possibility to reduce prejudices on both sides. So not only for the local people like us in this situation, but also for him. And this is what we learned about the time, yeah.
What is obvious is that the learning of the language is much easier if you live together with locals and you can talk in the language. And this is also what we recognized with Bakary. So when he had the possibility to settle down and to relax, then it was much easier for him to learn German. And
Of course, it's a possibility for newcomers who are new in Germany in this case, or in other countries in Europe. The first situation where you can really start to build up new networks, like private networks, finding new friends, and also local friends, but also for a professional network to build up this for getting a job, for example.
We call it a new form of activism because it's a very direct and concrete way of getting active. So it's besides donating clothes or money for any projects, it's just you have a spare room and you offer it to a person who is really in need of a room. And
for us, it's totally important that the flat sharing situation is always on an eye level, is what we call this. So every person got his or her own room, of course, and it's like a normal member of a student flat share lifestyle, I would say. And everyone got the same rights and the same musts, and this is the most important fact for us.
The idea went international because of the media coverage we had in the last year. So in many other countries, people contacted us and asked us how to adapt the concept in their country. So far, we are online in 12 countries, in 11 European countries, and in Canada. And we just help these people to spread it in their country.
And always when we talk in the public, like today, we just want to inspire people and tell all of you, when you get an idea and you think you can bring, for example, example, also people together who can be in a win-win situation from each other, and besides capitalism ways. And you got this idea, don't do research for years and years, just do it and just start and go out. Yeah.
And our message is, let's welcome refugees with open doors, not only in Germany, but across Europe. We can live together, it's working, we made this experience, and we're very happy to be here. And
Thanks for the invitation.
Our last slide. Thank you.